Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the 5 best DisplayPort monitors in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a DisplayPort monitor. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Asus ROG Swift PG279QZ. An IPS display with a 27-inch screen and a QHD resolution, the PG279QZ is the updated version of the PG279Q, one of the best gaming monitors out there. The screen has the most stylish design, featuring thin bezels and a cool lighting system on the stand. Regarding connectivity, the PG279QZ is not that different from other G-Sync monitors, only offering one DisplayPort 1.2 and one HDMI 1.4, with the adaptive sync support limited to the former. The PG279QZ is a great monitor for productivity and general use, featuring good out-of-the-box color accuracy, wide viewing angles and decent brightness. You can use it for graphics design, web development, general office work, media consumption and internet surfing, among others. For gaming, this Asus display is even better. It's got a very low input lag, G-Sync support for reduced screen tearing, and a high native refresh rate of 144Hz, which can be easily overclocked to 165Hz. Number 2. LG 34UM88CP. The LG 34UM88CP is a great option if you want an ultra-wide monitor for productivity and general use, featuring good connectivity, excellent color accuracy, and surprisingly decent speakers. An IPS monitor with a 60Hz refresh rate, this LG product is well designed from top to bottom. It has thin bezels at the top and sides with the company logo on the thicker bottom bezel. The screen has an anti-glare coating while the back panel has a glossy black finish. Regarding performance, the 34UM88CP is great, boasting excellent coverage for the sRGB color space, which is great for photo editing and very good viewing angles. The brightness is good while the contrast is somewhat decent for an IPS panel, but still subpar compared to VA panels. For productivity, this LG offering is fantastic, with the ultra-wide screen allowing for easy multitasking with multiple windows open at the same time. Number 3. Dell U2717D. In design, the U2717D is identical to the Dell U2718Q, which isn't surprising considering both are Dell ultra-sharp models. It's got a minimalist profile with thin bezels at all sides, a quick release stand and a simple back panel with not much branding. The U2717D is almost identical to our budget pick concerning the number of connection ports, featuring one HDMI 1.4 port, one DisplayPort 1.2, one mini DisplayPort 1.2, one DisplayPort out 1.2, one audio out and 4 USB 3.0 down ports. Of the 4 USB down ports, 2 are located on the monitor side for quick access, with one port offering fast charging support. The U2717D is equipped with a well-organized on-screen display with a good selection of options. The on-screen display is easy to go through, while the menu controls located on the bottom right corner of the monitor are comfortable to use and produce a nice click when pressed. Number 4. ViewSonic VP2468. If you want a budget monitor that offers great value for the money, get the ViewSonic VP2468, which sells for just around $200. It's got multiple display ports, including a DisplayPort out for daisy chaining. The VP2468 is a 24-inch monitor with an IPS panel, a full HD resolution and a 60Hz refresh rate. It has a more professional design compared to the ViewSonic XG2402, a budget gaming monitor in the same price range. It has a well-built casing with thin bezels and anti-glare screen coating and a set of clickable buttons on the back side. The VP2468 is a solid all-round monitor with good color accuracy out of the box. It has good picture quality overall with wide viewing angles and decent brightness. You can use it for general office work and media consumption, but don't expect it to be as good as our top pick for multitasking with 3 or 4 windows open at the same time. Number 5. Dell U2718Q. A 27-inch display, the Dell U2718Q is an outstanding monitor for productivity and general use, featuring an IPS panel with a 4K native resolution and a 60Hz refresh rate. Like other models under the Dell UltraSharp series, the U2718Q has a minimalist design with thin bezels at all sides, a no-frills back panel, and no internal speakers. The unit comes with a sturdy stand with a small hole for cable management. You can easily adjust the screen position with options to adjust the height, tilt, swivel, and pivot to portrait mode. The U2718Q is a versatile display that works well in different setups. The quick release stand and the VESA mount on the back panel allow for easy mounting to a wall mount or monitor arm, while the thin bezels and the pivot adjustment are great if you want a multi-monitor setup. Feel free to tinker with whatever setup works best for you. Now that we've shown you the best DisplayPort monitors, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. Firstly, DisplayPort versus HDMI. Where should you stand on the DisplayPort versus HDMI debate? Depending on the specs of your rig and monitor resolution, it's not always easy to know which you ought to pick. Is it even worth using a DVI cable anymore? Go deep enough and it's easy to get lost in specifications, version numbers, and other hardware trivia. Fortunately, there is a definite hierarchy for gamers when it comes to picking video ports. The simple answer is that you should probably be using a DisplayPort cable to connect your graphics card to your monitor. It offers the best bandwidth and full support for adaptive refresh rates like G-Sync and FreeSync. Of course, the longer answer is that sometimes another cable will serve you better. Some video cards won't have the right port and some monitors won't be able to display the best signal, so it's a good idea to know the pecking order and best alternatives. DisplayPort's superior bandwidth has given it the edge over HDMI at each step of the standard's evolution. Even the earliest 1.0 and 1.1 versions support 144Hz refresh rates at 1080p along with audio. Version 1.3 upped the speed to 26 gigabits per second.